Hey YouTube! So, I'm going to make a quick little video on the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced parkour. Some notable YouTubers in the Assassin's Creed parkour, like Community, like Ropatopoulos and Leo K, have mentioned that when you hold, or when you set sprint to R2, that it interferes with the parkour because something about the abilities is like hard-coded to R2. So I tried it for myself, and what happens is that when you set it to R2, you will sprint, and it'll work as sprinting should, but any of the face buttons, X, circle, triangle, square, they don't input anything while holding R2, so you can't parkour up, you can't eject, you can't roll, you can't slide. Even now he's not rolling that much. So what causes that issue? It's not just the abilities button, because you can change that, and I set mine to L1, and that still wasn't enough to fix the problem, right? So I figured it is the actual bindings of the abilities themselves that are causing the conflicts with the parkour when setting sprint to R2. So I'll show you my little control setup here. First thing I've got going on is I set the crouch to R1. Since it's only a toggle, I was gonna try to like replicate Unity controls and like set it to like trigger and make it like hold, but that wasn't gonna work. So R1's gonna be that. Sprint is hold R2. Square is attack. Triangle assassinate. L1 still works as parry. I don't see any issues with that. Dodge roll is circle. That works. Human shield is triangle. Takedown is square. I like square's takedown. You can just keep mashing it and you don't have to worry about it or anything. So these don't matter so much. It's the ability widget. So I set mine to L1 to kind of mimic the God of War kind of ability controls. If you've played a God of War game, like even from the first one through Ragnarok, they're all the same kind of thing where you hold L1, which is the block button, and then you can press light attack or heavy attack or just like grab for different special moves. So I set L1 to my abilities, and it works actually really well. There's no conflicts with the parry when you do it this way. I set square to kick because so I noticed that like when you press square while running or sprinting, you don't really throw a sprinting attack. So I left this one the same. This is the only one that you can like you can just pick your favorite ability and set it to square. And then for the other abilities, I set them to the dpad. The dpad is not really used for the parkour at all. And the only reason why I didn't set them all to dpad, I did for a minute, and I noticed that when I had kick set to dpad down, it would like drop a smoke bomb a lot. I mean, sometimes it would kick, but then sometimes you'd get a smoke bomb. And I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to waste my resources. So that is that. And then I have set my Eagle Vision to L3. To be more like the classic game. And I think that's really the only other change I made. So set your, this is up to you. I like it because this is how Black Flag actually was. You click L3, you get Eagle Vision. You can set your abilities to the D-pad, pick your favorite one, put it to square. Abilities as parry. And then you can do attack is square, sprint is R2, crouch is R1, and everything should be pretty good. I have no problems running around like this. It's honestly got the most similar to like old school controls I can get in one of these games so far. The only thing that would like get it closer to like proper old school controls would be like something like circle to interact. And then also high and low profile. If my default walking state was just walking, and then I press R2 to sprint. If I press it like halfway, it would jog like Black Flag originally. Just some ideas, Ubisoft. It'd be cool to get a real, like, actual, proper classic controls in here, but from what I've played around with the most so far, I find this to be the best. If you have been playing this game for a while now, like it just came out yesterday, but if you put some hours into it, you might have a hard time getting used to setting your abilities to the block and then changing it to D-pad buttons. But they do work. D-pad, I like L1 as the... And you can just keep holding it, too. And then if I just press square while I'm still holding L1, it will kick every time. And then when I let go of L1, it will attack every time. So there's not really any conflict with it, like this. Quick shot. And then you can still hold R2, sprint around, jump around, and there's no problems, no conflicts. I would ideally like to have my ability set to L1, and then all the buttons be the normal buttons. Square, triangle, circle, X, and then just to have no conflicts when I'm holding R2. But this way, if you have it like this, there will be no conflicts with your parkour. There shouldn't be any conflicts with your combat or anything either. Like it's, I guess the only thing now is that when you're sprinting, you can't toggle your hood. You have to let go of sprint and then put it back on. Because now your D-pad is... And then I guess that means sprinting doesn't let you heal and sprinting doesn't let you whistle. So those are the new conflicts you'll be having. I feel like those are the lesser of the evils. You could let go of the sprint button to quickly whistle or pull up and down your hood and get back on the sprint right after. That's not that bad. It's better than having to let go of sprint to do a jump or... What the hell? Fighting a pig? Gunshots do you take? Goodness gracious. You're stronger than most people.
Pretty good.
You wanna die? I can kill you. I got you, bro. I don't know how I got into this situation, but I'm doing that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps someone out there. Good night.